Yo. What up? Mic right? Mic right? I think it's good. I think it's good.
Pouring up, drink, sipping, walk by the paint. Rich nigga, I buy you my friendship with the bank. My bougie be acting like she loyal, but she ain't. Fell in love with a hood rat and she brought stank. My brother down the road with a steno on his shank. Feel like I can do whatever, never say I can't. I won't move out my emotions, I'ma always think. Tracker on his car, catch him like bang. I'm a east side nigga with a bang, bro. Used to call this country down on gun smoke. I'm with this shit, but count money, more fun though. All the ops say they hard, why they run for? All these choppers I got.
Oh yeah, we about to make a lot of money. Man, it's like there's nothing left for me to say. You know, like it's just nothing left for me to say. Nah, I'm just kidding. There's still so much for me to say because there's still so much money to be made. The bull market will continue. It will continue. We just gotta find the best plays. Okay. Hopefully you guys caught QCOM, right? Hopefully you guys got QCOM. Disney is up next. You don't want to sell Disney at these levels. That'd be irresponsible. But QCOM, I hope you guys caught this, man. I really do. Hope you guys did, man. If you didn't, you know, you didn't. But if you did, you did. You know, if you did, you did. If you didn't, you didn't. There's still so many plays left that we're gonna be going over on this live stream. I think we're gonna find some really good plays. Hopefully you guys listened to the last week and we're able to make money. We're able to make money because a lot of the stuff we said on the stream last week, like let me just review some of the stuff we said last week just to give you guys a recap and just so you know, like this isn't like a, you know, like we really do this. Like this isn't like a first time thing. Like we come on here every week and we always make sure we give you the best plays free of charge, okay? I think that's the most important part, like free of charge. Like, I just come on here, live stream and we put all of our brains together and we end up finding some amazing plays. I mean, that's just what it is. We end up finding some amazing plays every single time we get on this live stream. But remember I was telling you guys about QCOM. You know, back May 21st, you know, back when it was just a little way down here. And I said the minimum target is 155. You know, now we see it at 110. It's going absolutely crazy. And it's not done. This is a semiconductor, okay? This is a semiconductor that, look, if you thought NVIDIA was crazy, QCOM is just going to be as crazy. If you thought AMD was crazy, QCOM is just going to be as crazy. If you thought MU was crazy, which we called out MU back when it was $60, and now you see it, you know, going absolutely stupid. And we look, bro, you just can't make this stuff up. And we put it all on the Twitter. So you want to make sure you follow the Twitter. We put the literal signals out inside of the Discord. Look, this if you're looking to find some great plays in the market, you're in the right place. Like this is where you need to be. We find the best plays every single day. We talked about PDD. PDD went crazy, but we like swinging. This was May 4th. Like back when nobody was talking about it. Back when nobody was talking about MU. Back when we had all these people scared and nobody wants to give predictions. But what you got to realize is we're the most confident, and you know what's funny? Everybody doubts. Everybody comes on here and doubts, and they're just wrong all the time. To where it's like, all right, bruh. Like now you got to own up to you being wrong. If you come in here and you were wrong, and you were telling me that oh yeah, the Qs and the diamond pattern and this doesn't work and that doesn't work, you got to come in here now and be like, dang, you was right, because this is what this is all about. It's about making money. It's not about, you know. It's about being right and making money. But we talked about MU back when it was $60, and now you see it at $73. We got the June 16th, the 67.5s. These are well in the money, okay? Somebody said the Qs is in a trading range. Like, you know what's funny? I'm glad we have these people in here today. I'm really glad, because we were talking about buying the Qs. We literally swung Q calls back 260 at the bottom, and then I was way up here. Everybody was screaming, oh, it's still bearish right here. 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 You're wrong. You're wrong. This is going to all-time highs. There's nothing bearish about this. Hopefully we get some sort of pullback. Hopefully we get some sort of pullback so we can then load the boat again. But this year has just been a clear money-making year for WOM, for WOM, for the people on WOM. You know, we just been going crazy, and this has been the most accurate live stream. And I just want to put that out there for you guys to let you know that, yeah, we really do this. And you could check the past history. You could check the receipts. It isn't about how much I made, but how much you could have made by listening. You understand? Because I'm making my money. But are you making your money? Or are you following the wrong people that said we're bearish? You know, I don't know. I don't know, nor do I care. But I know I like hosting these live streams because a lot of people get a lot of value from it. I get a lot of value from it. And the people that come in here and troll, you know, they're just wrong. Like, they've been wrong this entire year. But anyways, let's see what plays we can find today. Let's see what undervalued plays we can find today. I don't want anyone coming in here talking about NVIDIA, okay? Because NVIDIA cooked up. We talked about NVIDIA. I told you not to short NVIDIA back when it was 180. I told, you know, let's find something new because NVIDIA's cooked up. But there's a lot of major opportunities in the market that the people that made money in NVIDIA is going to trickle down to these mid caps, smaller caps. That's why I keep talking about QCOM. But I'm telling you right now, you want to make sure you're inside the Discord. We talked about MU, you know, back before anybody was talking about it, back when this dude was telling me no, it's gonna come down. You know, he even put the little chart going downwards, and you know he was wrong. And you know, I was talking about MU, and it will see $70, bro. But that's not even the only prediction. You know, a lot of these predictions, you come on the Twitter, they're just spot on. So make sure you're following the Twitter. We do have a Memorial Day sale. Shout out to all the veterans that are in this stream right now. If you are in this stream and you are a veteran, we have a free entry for you. All you got to do is retweet this tweet right here that you see. And also we have possible for a free entry. We'll gather all the retweets tomorrow, and then we'll send you a DM. So you guys want to make sure you're checking out the Memorial Day sale as well. But anyways, I know why you guys came. Let's try to find some plays for next week. Now, Somebody said China's about to explode. We're going to get into that. There's so many great plays, guys. There's so many great plays right now. Somebody said China's about to explode, and I absolutely agree, and we'll be going over that. But first, you know, we have to look at the Qs. We have to see what the Qs is doing. Let's look at the NASDAQ. And basically, we called this, okay? We made a whole TikTok video about it. We knew the Qs was going to get to 350. It's at 350, okay? I was telling you the Qs was going to get to 350 when it was 300. Okay, I was telling you the Qs was going to get to 300 when it was 260. And now I'm telling you the Qs is going to get to 400 when it's at 350, okay? The Qs will see 400. You just got to be patient. And you got to make sure you're buying at good opportunities. And this is what this live stream is for. So now that you see, you know, the NASDAQ way up here, you want to be a bit more careful because it made its measured move. We were talking about this measured move this entire time. If you guys remember, back when it had this first flag right here, when it had this first flag, the measured move on this first flag was always to 350. We always knew this. We always knew the measured moves to 350. So now that the Qs has made its measured move, what usually happens after these measured moves are made, you know, we see some trickle down effect. We see, you know, it pulling back a little bit. But guess what? That is great news for you because you know the market's going up. We know the market is going up. The only thing we have to do now is make sure that we're buying in at good opportunities on the dips. That's the only thing we have to do. And I've been telling you this for a while. If you don't learn anything from this live stream, put this in your mind. We're going to go up. The only thing you have to do is make sure you're buying undervalued stocks right now, waiting for pullbacks, and buying on that pullback with 3 to 4 month out contracts. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. And I'm not just saying that, you know, now that we're going crazy. I've been saying that since right here, since over here. So, you know, so don't get this confused. This isn't a new message. This isn't something that I just now came up with now that we're rallying. Like, no, I've been saying this since down here, since your favorite person on TikTok was bearish. No, I was like, yeah, it's bullish. It's bullish. And we've been making stupid amounts of money. But the Qs, I'm not going to look at the Qs. I'm not going to look at NASDAQ because we've ran up so much to where the only possible thing the only smart thing you could do now is wait for a decent pullback, which would be, you know, right here. Okay. So I would definitely wait for a pullback on the Qs if I was looking to go long on the Qs. Okay. But there's still so many individual stocks right now that have great buying opportunities. Okay. And I think that's more important than what's happening with the Qs and NASDAQ overall. Okay, so I think the main focus for this live stream that we're gonna have is to find the stocks with the most amount of opportunity, not so much the Qs because it went up, bro. It went up 2.56% on Friday, and hopefully you guys made a lot of money because I know I did. and I know people in WAM did. But yeah, not gonna even draw a TA. Not gonna even draw a TA on it. We just need a pullback. That's pullback, and then that's when we pull the trigger. All right. But let's check out some stocks. See what you guys are talking about in the comments. See what is happening in the comments. Find the debt ceiling plays. I told you guys the debt ceiling. Look, somebody says the debt. If no deal on debt ceiling, what happened would have been dropping hard right now. Bro, the debt ceiling. They don't. Some of you guys, I can tell you, haven't been in the market that long to know that they don't care about the debt. They're just gonna raise it. They're not gonna let it default or whatever you guys are fearing into. But guess what? The smart people on WAM, we're gonna be buying you guys fear. So hopefully you guys are fearful on the debt ceiling. Me personally, don't care. Baba, Health Stock, Square. Okay, you guys are flooding it. First, let's look at the one stock that I really want to look at, which is you. And then we'll move on to the stocks you guys want to look at, okay? Does that sound fair? Because usually, I hit you guys up with some great plays. I told you guys about QCOM last week. I told you guys about MU the prior week. I told you guys about UAL. All these plays I've been hitting to where it's like, yeah, like now I think it's going to be you. I think you has a lot of bullish potential, okay? If you're going to take anything from this live stream, if you're watching right now, you want to get up out of here. If you want to get up out of here and you just want one play that could make you money if you buy 3 months out, it's you. I think it's you. Not you, not you specifically, but you, the ticker, okay? So if we're looking at you, we have all this bull divergence happening right here, okay? So we have the stock falling, but the RSI has massive bull divergence. You come over here to the cumulative delta, this is even bull diverging on a massive scale. So it's like there's a lot of buying pressure right now. And if you know anything about Unity, don't get it confused with Meta. Like it's not Meta, but it is, by Meta I mean Facebook, but you is a part of the metaverse. Okay? They have a lot of IP in the metaverse. And me personally, I think, you see what's happening with Meta. You see what's happening with Facebook. So you has some AI, some artificial intelligence in its tank as well, okay? And the reason I specifically like it so much right now is because at this level that you're looking at, look, man, this could either go one or two ways. It's going one or two ways. And it's buying where you would love to buy it, which is around this 382 and 50% retracement. So what you have right now is a perfect buying opportunity to where, okay, if you get in right now, you just buy some 3-4 month out, you're getting it at a good opportunity. You're getting it at support, at demand, at this retracement that it had on massive bull divergence. You understand? So I really, really like this one. I think this has potential to go upwards more than a lot of the stocks. You see Microsoft at these all-time highs. You see, Apple at all-time highs, which I told you guys Apple was going to get to all-time highs. You see Nvidia at all-time highs. So, we don't want to pay too much attention to those stocks because they've already made a bulk of their move. Now, I still think they're going to continue to go up. But where's the money going to trickle down to? The money's going to trickle down to these mid caps, small caps. And if you look at the market capitalization on this one, it's 10 billion. It's 10 billion. This used to be a $190 stock. I really, really, really like this one. I think we can make a lot of bread on this one. But yeah, it's in this channel. You do want to make sure it makes a higher high. Right now, it is making these lower highs like you're seeing. So you have a lower high, and we have to see it make a higher high. I think it will. I think the market is very bullish. So of course, I'm looking at 3 to 4 months out. If you're looking at these weekly contracts, I told you guys about that on Shopify. Remember? When Shopify was $40, I was telling you to buy some June and July's. Don't sit here and buy the weeklies for what I'm talking about, okay? Don't come in here tomorrow and be like, yo, Unity didn't go up. Matter of fact, it's down 20 cents. Don't come in here and tell me that because I'm not even going to pay you any attention. I'm talking about 3, 4, 5 months out calls. And I think you will be able to make some money. I really like this one. If you're in the Discord, don't worry. Don't worry. All right, don't worry if you're in the Discord. I'm gonna make sure y'all straight. But Unity looks very good. All right, that's the one stock that I really want to look at. It's metaverse. It's has some AI components, small cap, bull diverging, retraced. I love it. I love it. But anyway, let's see what you guys want to look at. Let's see if we can find any stocks, any stocks you guys like. I do plan on being live for maybe an hour. Been live for 15 minutes. TSM, thank you. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Let's look at TSM. Yeah, you got to be some sort of special fool to be shorting TSM. And let me stop because TikTok might, TikTok might, they might cut this live stream short if I keep, they're going to call this bullying. But yeah, we knew this was going to get to the measure move. I don't even got to draw no TA on it. This played out. I'd wait now. I'd wait now. It already kind of made its move. You got to wait for a pullback. But we were talking about back when it was $87, $90, and I was like, you got to be some sort of special fool to short this. Come on, bro. This is one of the obvious ones. If you were shorting this, man, come on, bro. Roblox. My boy Nim is in here. He wants to look at Roblox. I think Roblox, look, Unity and Roblox, they're both a part of the metaverse. So I absolutely love Roblox as well. And I think these type of stocks, we didn't even talk about, Nim, we didn't even talk about the cybersecurity. I didn't even get off that point. But we're going to look at Roblox because I think this could be a good opportunity for a lot of you guys first. But there's so much in this live stream that we need to talk about. But if you look at Roblox right now, first of all, when it took that correction from this blast off that it had, this correction right here, this was the perfect buying opportunity. It 50% retraced. This was the perfect buying opportunity. But now this is even a better buying opportunity, okay? This still looks good in my opinion. It is bull flagging, cup and handling, but I don't think that's the most important part. I think the most important part is if you look at the bigger picture, okay? What it formed right here. If 50% retrace is bouncing up, this looks amazing. It really does. You can even say this is an Adam and Eve type pattern, and some of you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but you got the Adam and then you got the Eve right here. Let me just, I don't want to just say something and you guys be like, man, he per making up pattern, bro. He per making up stuff, bro. No, like this is the Adam and Eve, double bottom pattern, Adam, Eve. You have the left bottom, the right bottom, and it looks exactly like what you're seeing right here. Now, if we go to a smaller time frame, you see it a bit clearer, but I like this one. I think it looks very good. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Now, I'm not going to sit here and draw, the flag, which we could. We can sit here and draw the flag and we can do the measure move and do all this snazzy stuff for you. I just want you to listen. I just want you to listen, bro, because we come in here and we do this stuff all the time and we're accurate. I'm not going to say I'm 100%, but you best believe I'm like 80, 85 and I got the proof and the receipts to back me up. But I just want you guys to listen, man. I'm tired of making money and me coming on this live stream and y'all being like, yo, like, what's the next play? Like, bro, you should, man. Roblox looks very good. It looks ready to go crazy. Now, I'm not talking about weekly. I'm talking about 2-3 months out, okay? This looks absolutely amazing. The only thing you got to be patient for, and what could possibly happen and what I'm a little bit concerned about, is that a lot of people are now turning bullish. So the sentiment is turning bullish, and the market doesn't like when a bunch of people are bullish. That's why it doesn't like when a lot of people are on one side. Just like when everybody was bearish, that's why we're running up so much. A lot of people getting squeezed, etc. The market doesn't like when it's one-sided. So if we come over here to the fear and greed index, this thing is dropping it's dropping hard, okay? May 26th is at 0.83, and if you guys remember the last time, it was February 8th. That's where we had that major pullback. It was at 0.78. You want to be a bit more cautious in this environment. But what could counter that is just an extreme bull market, kind of like we had in 2021, where none of the extreme greed mattered, and all you need to do was buy the dip. And that's kind of what I'm seeing as well. But yeah, that's just something to note. That's something to note, and that's why I'm not going to look at stocks that ran up a lot, like Microsoft and the Apple and the Qs. And I'm looking at stocks where money could trickle down, and it could, that's more important in my opinion, because if you missed the Microsoft calls in January and Tesla in January, and you missed it. Shopify in March, but Roblox looks absolutely amazing. I really like this one, but what I like even more. And we posted this on the Twitter. Let's make sure we're following the Twitter. Everybody, go to the link in the bio right now and click on that little bird that you see under WOM. Okay, go to the link in the bio. Click on that little bird you see on WOM, because we put ideas on the Twitter that you might not have time to look at on TikTok, because this is live and we're going over a bunch of stuff. But I always put the most important things on Twitter or Instagram or TikTok video, etc. But on the live streams, you're gonna have to be in the live stream for like 40 minutes for me to tell you about So make sure you're following Twitter. The link is in the bio. But if you look at crowd right now, okay, if you look at crowd right now, and you look at Nvidia, these two look exactly the same. These two are crazy accurate. Okay, so you will see crowd at 200 plus. All right. Now, are you gonna make money from it? What are you gonna do with this information? Me personally, I don't care. I'm gonna make my money regardless. But I like helping people. I like bringing value to people, and a lot of people are overlooking this right now. If you look at Nvidia, this looks exactly like crowd, but crowd hasn't done what Nvidia has done. Nvidia hasn't done this big old leg, okay? But it's about to start. And I was telling you about this when it was 149, okay? Let's just see where it's at right now. This was on May 24th. I told you it was, 149. And I said these look exactly the same. So let's look at crowd really quick and see some good buying opportunities, some good buying points. You see it at 154. It's up $5 from when I put that out. Now, if you're looking at crowd right now, you want to know that it has earnings this week, okay? It has earnings this week. So, if you want to take the gamble, the earnings is on Wednesday. If you want to take the gamble, you could get some far out contracts. Like I like October's. I like the October contracts because Nvidia kind of took around 4 or 5 months to get to where it's at right now. So I do like October. Or you could wait until after earnings, see if it dumps. You're kind of hoping for a dump. You're not hoping for a pump. You're hoping for some sort of dump. Now, I don't know if it's going to dump or pump. All right. So I'm going to tell you, if I was giving you a recommendation for crowd right now, I know this is going to 200 plus. I know the market's very bullish. The only thing I have to worry about now is to make sure I'm buying at a good buying opportunity, right? Like I've been talking to you guys about. So if I'm going to wait for a good buying opportunity, I'm not buying right now, Now I might miss out if it starts going crazy for earnings and now you see it at 180, like it went up $30 for earnings, then I just miss crowd overall, and I just got to move on. But I'm going to wait till after earnings because it's not a good buying opportunity because, it went from 116 to 160. Now that doesn't mean, it can't continue to go up, and I'm not going to try to time the top. But if earnings happens and it dumps to around over here or dumps at all, I'm picking up that dip. And I think that's the better time to buy it. But if you're a little bit more risky and you think crowd is good and you saw what I just showed you with crowd and Nvidia and it's going to do this, then you might have a bigger, you might have a little bit more courage than me. But yeah, I'm going to wait for it to dump, but these two look identical. And I think crowd is going to see 200 plus. It already broke this downtrend that you're seeing right here, right? So what you got to realize is that cybersecurity looks absolutely amazing. Now, me personally, I wanted to come back down and retest and then take off, me being greedy and selfish and wanting better entries. But nothing is better than this setup. This thing looks absolutely ready to go. And to be honest, like if I were to draw like an even bigger measure moves, like we could really sit here and say this is getting to 900. Like we really could. Now, you probably gotta wait like a couple years because we're on the weekly. You probably gotta wait like 2 years maybe. But if we're really looking at this, we can say this is gonna get to 900. And a lot of people think this price target is crazy, but what you have to realize is that this is only a $36 billion market cap. Okay, 36 billion for cybersecurity, and cybersecurity is gonna get very AI, cybersecurity, metaverse, you want to be watching those stocks. They all kind of work together. And if you want to be a front runner, you don't run with AI. You've already been making your money from AI. You've been making your money from the semiconductors. We've been talking about the semiconductors since March, since April. And now you see it finally running in May. We already taking profits. We're already making money. The next, in my opinion, is going to be cybersecurity and metaverse, because they kind of already go together. You know, you need some cybersecurity if you're trying to transfer stuff to AI and meta. If you're trying to make stuff more digital, you need some cyber stuff. So crowd is definitely one. And what even matches this even better, a lot of you guys don't know about PAN-W, but if you look at PAN-W, it's already making all-time highs. And this is another cybersecurity stock. It's already making all-time highs. This is another cybersecurity stock. This is a $64 billion stock. If you look at D-Dog, D-Dog is looking like, these are all cybersecurity stocks that you need to be paying attention to. All right? D-Dog, Crowd, PAN-W, Snow, you know? Get your notepad out, bro. Snow looks amazing, okay? Snow is going to get to 236. This is what I hope happens to Crowd. I think Crowd is the better trade. But Snow, it had its dump. It went back to 150. It's retesting the bottom. I hope this happens to Crowd. I don't know if it will. But Snow looks absolutely amazing as well, okay? If you look at the cumulative delta, this thing is showing you that it has a lot of strength, okay? Datadog isn't a cybersecurity company. What is it then? Is it really not? You sure, bro? Let me just look it up. You know, I want to make sure. What is Datadog security? Real-time threat detection and continuous. Man, what? Cloud scale application providing monetary. Bro. Hold on. Is Datadog. We got to look this up. You know, I want to make sure I'm giving you guys accurate. I always thought it was cybersecurity. I really did. Is Datadog cyber security? Breezy said it's not. All right. Let me see, bro. Let me see, because, you know, people don't often call me out. You know, usually I'm always right now. Usually I'm always right, you know. Is Datadog cybersecurity stock? Network access. Datadog is not solely a cybersecurity tool, but it does offer some cybersecurity related features. Oh, okay. So, you know, let's just say we're both right. Let's just say we're both right, because it says, you know, it does offer some cybersecurity related features, you know. So maybe we're both right, bro. You know, you know, I'm not wrong. Anyways, I work with them every day. Said fine. ZS, yeah, like cybersecurity stocks is what you need to be paying attention to. Okay, you get what I'm trying to say. Cybersecurity, metaverse, AI stocks, of course, which have already been taken off, but anything that's working with the next generation of technology, okay? And ZS is definitely one of them. This is a cybersecurity stock. It's already taken off. Look, I'm giving you guys the opportunity to front run a lot of the stuff that is happening. You guys know we're always early on here. A lot of people aren't even catching on to this. And you know what's funny? Since we're getting so many people coming into this live stream to where our information that we know right now is just, you know, we're gonna be just the front runners. We're going to be the front runners. We've been front running everything. But anyways, let's check out some more stocks. ZS, OKTA. Okay? So let me look at OK. Like, you cannot, bro. Now, it had an amazing pullback. I wish we saw this earlier, because it did come to an amazing buying opportunity right here. And you best believe we would have snatched this up, because we know good buying opportunities. And now it's way up here. But do not get it twisted. You want to be looking for these dips on cybersecurity and metaverse. Okay, I'm done with that point. Let's move on. Okay, let's just move on. All right, Baba. You want to look at Baba? Let's look at some China. We have to look at China. We have to. China looks absolutely amazing. China's another one. I'm telling you guys, you want to look for undervalued stuff. Undervalued stuff that hasn't ran up, stuff that you know is going to run up. PDD, I was telling you, bro, who caught PDD? Who got PDD? Who got PDD? I was getting a bunch of messages from people that took PDD. And you guys know, if you tune into these live streams a lot, it was up 19% on Friday, bro. It was up 19% on a Friday. and I was so, we're going to get into China, but I was so passionate about you getting some PDD. I was so passionate about you getting some QCOM. I don't even try to beat around the subject. Okay, I don't sit here and be like, oh yeah, but maybe, but you also want to be, no maybes, no buts, nothing. Buy PDD. And now you see it up 19%. Now you guys are looking at it like, oh yeah, now let's get into PDD. I was telling you to swing some PDD when it had this red day. When it had a red candle right here. In PDD calls, September 15th, 100s. Waited for this dip to buy. Hopefully the same thing happens to crowd, okay? But now you see it just blasting off. You should see this at $150. You got a little taste of what it could do. PDD moves, okay? And I don't know about you guys, but I've been getting so many TEMU. Some of you guys don't know. I'm gonna just give you guys some free information real quick. Because some of you guys might be getting these ads and you don't know that it's PDD. This right here, the Amazon of China. Some of you guys don't know that. Shop like a billionaire, bro. And they went absolutely crazy for earnings. This is PDD. This is PDD. Some of you guys don't know, but that's PDD. It's gonna continue to go absolutely crazy. I see it at 155. You got the Septembers. You should have sold some on Friday and now transfer those to something that's more undervalued. And then you keep the runners because you got September and it's only May. You got May, you got June, you got July, you got August, and you got September. So why did I tell you to get September? Because what usually happens, we went over this, man. We went over this. What usually happens is 90 days it takes to get to the bottom to the top. Bottom, 91 days it took to get to the top. Bottom, 98 days I anticipate to get to the top. And we'll come back in like August and we'll see. You know. But Baba, I tell you this to tell you that Baba looks bullish. China looks bullish. If you think America's bullish, what do you think is happening with China right now, who is literally, bro, they're the leader of BRICS. Like, China, bro, China's very bullish. Okay, I don't even want to go into all the information about China, but what you have to realize is that right now, this is a buying opportunity for Alibaba, especially since you have this bear bull divergence. And if you're in the Discord, you're good. You're already positioned if you've been listening to Nix and Parth and me. You know, I talked about PDD, but since I was in PDD, I didn't get into Baba. But Baba is ready to go crazy. This bull divergence is there. You're catching it at an optimal buying point. Optimal. Yeah, let me see what optimal means. We educating in this live stream today. Optimal. Optimal meaning. Look, man, we educating in here today. Most desirable or satisfactory. That's where you're getting Baba. You're getting it at an optimal buying point. Why? Because it's down here. It's down here. It's bull divert. Bro, it's like I can't even. Okay, this is a bull flag. This is a bull flag, but first you have to realize that this is a correction. This will be a correction. Okay, this is correction territory because it's only in the 50% and 382% retracement. So it is a correction. When it's not a correction, is if it starts going down here, you know, to the below the 236, which would be below $70. Okay, which I don't think is going to do that. Okay, I think Alibaba is very bullish. I think you see Alibaba back to 160. That is the measured move from this bull flag. Let me double check. I'm not changing any TA here. Yes, it is going to get to 160. That is where I believe Alibaba will be. Now, if you're trying to get into Alibaba, I'm not talking about the goddamn weeklies, bro. Okay? I'm not talking about you opening up your brokerage app tomorrow and getting into the June 2nd, the June 2nd $100 call because you heard somebody on TikTok talking about it. Like, no. I'm talking about, we're on the weekly chart, okay? Whenever you're confused about what time frame I'm talking about, when this should play out, if I'm on the weekly chart, you should be looking at 3, 4, 5 months minimum, okay? So I see Baba at 160 in 3, 4, 5 months minimum. Okay, so if you're looking at contracts, look for like the 100 Septembers, 100 Octobers. If those are too expensive, you probably could get away with the 115 September. You know, but don't go too far out the money. Don't sit here and get the 160s when that's the measured move. Like, no, you want to make sure you're in the money by the you know. Don't get the 160s. Okay, look for like the 115s and below because Alibaba does move. It does move. I know you guys have seen Alibaba move. I absolutely love it. Okay, there's nothing left for me to say about Alibaba. But let's just look at the Hang Seng really quick to make sure the Hang Seng is rocking out. And yeah, this is still a corrective. Look, it's still correcting. The Hang Seng will be correcting until it can start trading back below 16,000. Okay, so right here, these are great buying opportunities. Okay, great buying opportunities. And this is where a lot of people get scared. This is where a lot of people want to get into the opposite. Oh, it's going down. Like, no, if the USA is bullish, what do you think is happening with China? China literally came out of zero. Bruh, China's done with COVID. They're about to lead the BRICS. Right now, everything, they're implementing trillions of dollars into their economy. Right now, they're just trying to fake out a bunch of people, okay? They're just trying to fake out a bunch of people. This is a buy the rumor, sell the news event, but you best believe it's going to come back to the upside, okay? And you just want to be patient enough. You want to make sure you're buying at good opportunities like you saw with PDD, like you saw with Baba, and then you just buy some far contracts and you just sit on them. And then you wake up one day and you're like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. But yeah, Baba looks good. I like it. China going through another lockdown. Hey, man, if you want to believe that, believe it, bro. Go ahead. Believe that it's going through another lockdown, man. I don't even got time. Look, man, I don't even got time to explain to you that is just not right. I don't even want to. I don't even want to. If you believe that and you think China's bearish, just be bearish. You know, I don't want to sit here and just believe. I don't want you to sit here and believe what I got to say. You know, what do you think? What do you think? You know? But I do have a track record of being, you know, historically accurate. And you can just scroll through a bunch of stuff and figure it out. But let's make sure we're following the Twitter. We need to follow the Twitter. We got 8 followers and we got 180 people in the TikTok live stream. Follow the Twitter and we'll look at some more stocks. You bullish on SPY this week? It's hard to say. It's hard to be, you know, it's hard to predict what's going to happen in a weekly time frame because a bunch of intraday stuff happens. It's hard to predict what's happening on an intraday time frame. So I don't know if it's going to be bullish or bearish this week. New COVID, to me, that's a buy. To me, that's a buy the fear. And a lot of people don't realize that, man. Like, you buy fear. You buy when people are scared. You buy. You buy. Scared? Buy. You hear your uncle talking about, yeah, man, we about to go into the deepest recession. Bro, when has anybody predicted a recession? When has anybody predicted the bottom of the market, bro? You went on Twitter, you saw, oh yeah, SPY going to 330. Going to 330. What do you think of Tesla? Let's look at Tesla. I hope stuff crashes because we get better prices. But I think so many people have already missed the bottom. I think so many people weren't dollar cost averaging. I think so many people weren't buying the dips, buying great companies at great prices to where now they're going to FOMO in later. I don't even think FOMO has happened. FOMO hasn't even happened. Right now, people still think the market is going to get to 340. They still think the market is going to get to 340. Look, man, believe what you want to believe. I don't care. I come on these live streams. I've been doing it for like 2 years. But these past 6-7 months where I've just been extremely bullish, I've been making the most amount of money of my entire life right now. And how have I been doing it? I've literally come on here and tell you. I just wait for good buying opportunities and I just get 3, 4, 5 month out contracts and we cook up. That's it. I don't even day trade that much. I really don't. I get into like maybe 1 day trade a day. Mainly it's swing trading. But if you look at Tesla right now, we knew, bro, I wish I could catch every single play. I wish I had a hedge fund to where we could just all put our money together. We could catch every single one of these plays because we've been predicting it at an insane rate. We were talking about Tesla calls when it was 162. Okay? It was 162. Look, I said it broke down from the trend line, but that don't matter. It's very bullish until below 140. Okay? So you should be looking for calls at that 162 bounce. This was back when Tesla was 168. I told you to wait to the 162. It came directly to 162. Directly. I'm glad I don't delete TA, but it came directly to right here. Okay, this is when we're talking about it when it was right here. Came directly to the bounce. It went absolutely crazy. Everything played out to perfection. We know. Okay, this is what you have to know. You know Tesla is bullish. You know it's bullish. So where will the majority of money be made and the easiest money be made? If you're getting calls. Okay, that's the foundation that you need to understand. That's the foundation. You know Tesla's going to get to 330. You know Tesla's going to get to 330, 320. Why? Because that's the measured move. All right. Now, what you have to make sure you're doing is you're buying at a great opportunity. Is this a good opportunity right here? You think this is a good opportunity to get some calls for Tesla? Man, hell no. No, bro. No, let me answer for you. No, it's not, bro. It is not a good time for you to get calls for Tesla right here, especially when you look at these time frames. The 4 hour, you got some bear divergence. This is even a bearish candle on the 4 hour. Okay, you got some bear divergence. This is making higher highs. This is making lower highs. So that is bearish. Okay, it's at the top of the flag. You usually get pullbacks at tops of flags, etc. So this is not a good time for you to be very bullish on Tesla. Not a good time at all. Okay, but like I said, the foundation, you know Tesla's going to get to 330, and you know it's about to have a pullback. So what do you wait for now? You wait for it to have a pullback. Now, where will a good pullback be? Let me delete all this really quick. I don't like deleting my TA, but let me delete all this really quick. What you could do is take the top to the bottom, and what you have is this being the most perfect buying opportunity right here, because you're taking it from the entire length. You're taking it from the swing low to swing high. So this would be the best time, the most perfect, the most optimal time for you to buy right here. Okay? But if that never happens, the second best time, what you could do is you take it from the top, you take it from right here where you have the second leg right here. Delete this one. Delete this one. And you have it right here. Okay? Make that a little minimum. You have the next one right here. Now the third one, you know, if the third one, you would take it right here. This would be the next one right there. And then, you know, if it just has a little pullback and we're just so bullish, then you could expect it to get right here. Okay? So what do you have with these 4 buying points? Like I said, the foundation, you know Tesla's bullish. You know Tesla's getting to 320, 330. You know it. You know it. I know it. He knows it. Bears who don't look at charts don't know it, but they'll know it soon enough. You know it's getting to 330. So these are good buying opportunities. Right here is the most optimal, which will be around 170, 171. I pray to the Lord it happens, because I'm going to be swinging some Tesla because I know it's getting to 300. This will be the second best time, around 177, 178. Third best time, 181. And this will be the second best time, 188. Now, me personally, you know, I missed. Like, it's at the top of the flag. You know, I know there's better stocks I can get into, etc. So me personally, I would at least wait for it to get right here to at least, you know, the 178, pull back to 178. And that's where I would want to pull the trigger. So I'm going to delete all this. I would wait for it to get to right there. The second best buying opportunity, okay? I'd wait for it to pull back to 177, 178. And then that's when I'd be looking to get some far out calls, because I know it's getting to 300s, okay? So that's what I'll be looking at for Tesla. Hopefully that makes sense for you. Now, intraday, anything can happen intraday. You could literally catch calls intraday for a $1 scalp. You understand? So I'm not talking about what's going to happen tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow, anything can happen. You got to be, and we do have call outs for, you know, the same day, etc. But I think for that, you got to be more on your P's and Q's. You got to know a little bit more about what you're doing. So I never come in here where there's 213 people watching. I know there's beginners in here. I'm not about to tell you to get some weekly contracts. I'm not about to tell you to get weekly contracts you just started yesterday and the market, man, you know how crazy the market moves? The market moves crazy. I would never come in here and tell a beginner to get some weekly goddamn contracts. Like, no, bro. Wait, do what I'm telling you right here. Because as a beginner, these are, mental energy is zero. You literally just buy at great dips. You don't got to stress about it. You feel good. Some of you guys, you just need to get some far out contracts, period, because you don't know how to trade. and that, like, there's no shame in that. Like, you can, I always say this. I think this is the perfect time to say this. Let's say you have $1,000 to your name. I've seen people message me talking about, I just have $1,000 and I want to start trading. All right, bro. First of all, get a job. Get a job. You got $1,000, get a job. Take the 800, buy some long-term stuff, okay? Buy some long-term stuff. If you're confused, we have an investing channel. I tell you what to buy. Now, I wouldn't buy anything right now because, you know, everything went crazy. I was telling you to buy, you know, back February and December and, you know, way back when stuff was at bargains, you know, Bitcoin back in December 4th. You know, that's when I was telling you to buy stuff. You take the 800, buy some long-term. You then take 100, put it into an emergency savings, and then you take the other 100 and you play around with it with swing trading and day trading, okay? You always make sure you build a foundation, okay? You don't want your last dollars to be, you're trading your last dollars, bro. All right, man, if you say so. If you say so. Anyways, let's see. So did we get a deal? What's that indicator you got on? Appreciate you so much. Absolutely. Like, this is what this is all about. I don't even come in here. I'm not trying to sound superior or anything. I just wish somebody told me this when I first started, okay? I wish someone told me, like, smack me on my hand and say, yeah, don't touch those option buttons and don't touch those weekly contracts just yet. Do you have a long term, bro? Do you have a savings account, bro? Shoot, do you have a 401k? You don't even got to do a 401k if you know how to invest. But do you have your foundation before you want to climb to the top of the skyscraper and just start playing around? All right. And, you know, I just wish somebody told me. But I know it now, you know. But anyways, how does Theta eat the contracts on long swings? It doesn't really. It doesn't. Not really. That Theta's very low if you have long-term contracts. That's why when stuff starts rallying a lot, or that's why when stuff starts not going in your direction, it doesn't go, like, your contract doesn't lose that much. It doesn't lose as much premium as it would if you had a weekly or 2 week out. If you got like 4 or 5 months out and the trade isn't going your way, you can have a very large stop loss because it's trickling down very slow. Like, you'd have to be really wrong for you to be down 50%. But let's look at some more stocks. Let's look at some more stocks. I tried. Nobody wants to invest. The people that invest are usually quiet. I'm not gonna lie to you. The people that invest are usually quiet, and then you'll hear, and then they'll send you a message talking about they're up like 50K. Like, the people that invest have a lot of money, but you shouldn't just want to invest if you have a lot of money. You should invest when you have small amounts as well. You should build good habits starting out because you're not always gonna have small money. And when you transfer to small money and you're finally making some big money, you're gonna bring over the same habits, the same bad habits that you had when you were trying to, you know, get into these weeklies and not have a long term, etc. We already went over BABA. We went over BABA, so we're not gonna look at BABA. Let's look at PLTR. But like I said, if you follow the Twitter anyways, everything I'm talking about on here, I always post the most significant parts on the Twitter. Like, you won't miss anything. And I post the entire stream on YouTube. And I timestamp it and everything for you. So make sure you're following the Twitter. The link is in the bio. Come on, let's run it up. We got 216 people in here. Let's run it up. We'll look at CVX, Disney as well. Been live for 50 minutes. God damn. All right. Nah, hey, Canadian, man, you definitely call PLTR. You bought equity. You bought long-term contracts. Like, let's say you were like, oh shoot, it's about to break out. I'm buying some 4-month out calls right here on April 17th. and then it just starts dumping. And it dumped until May 4th. It dumped 2 weeks, but you got 4-month out contracts, and all this did was correct. Really, like it only had like a 50% correction from from right here to down here, and then it just does this. But if you had the weeklies or 2-week outs or month outs, then yeah, you got cooked up, you got smacked in the neck, you got done dirty. But if you look at PLTR right now, this isn't a rising wedge. I've seen these rising wedges break out in this bull market a whole lot. Okay, I've seen these rising wedges break out a whole lot. Now you are seeing like some bear divergence, but what I've been seeing with these rising wedges is that they break out. And we went over that on previous live streams. I wish I remember the stock that it was the exact same looking pattern that you see. But if you want to be smart about it, if you want to make sure you're getting it at a good buying opportunity, you just draw your Fibonacci's up, and then you realize, okay, if it comes back to $11.50, $12, this is the most optimal time you can buy right here. Now, of course, you could even draw it even bigger. Like if we get a substantial dip inside the market, which could be possible. I don't know if you guys have looked at Twitter, but there's been people that were massively bearish December, January, February, March, and they all got smoked. And now they're all turning super bullish right now when everything ran up and you see Qs at 350 when we talked about this at 300. So what could possibly happen is a decent sized pullback, and that decent sized pullback would take you back to 1040. And to me, this is when I would want to buy, because if I miss this whole thing from $7 to $13, I at least want the 50% retracement from where the rally started, and this is where the rally started. Okay. So if I miss this entire thing, I want it to 50% correct from the entire rally, not just from this leg, the second leg that it had, okay? But PLTR is very bullish. There's no way I would short it. There's no way I would try to time the top. This thing is on a tear. It's ready to continue to go up. It's ready to continue to do what it does. The only thing you got to make sure you do is to make sure you buy at a good buying opportunity. And like I showed you, a good buying opportunity would be around, if you're smart, you wait for $10. If you really want to get in, you'd wait for 11, 11.50, 10.50, around there. But it may never get a pullback though. I like I said, I've seen these rising wedges break up a whole lot. So me personally, if I missed it, and I'm just talking about from personals, like that's all I can really give you. Like me personally, I don't know how you think. I don't know if you like the risk and trying to get into these rising wedges and trying to catch breakouts. Me personally, I don't like getting in on breakouts. I like getting in on pullbacks, 50% retracements, and then just buying some 4-month out calls and just having the intuition of knowing like the AI craze, the cybersecurity craze, I think that's a way more easy way to trade and a way that I've been making money this entire year. So I wouldn't catch it on this rising wedge. If it was me personally, I wait for it to break down, come down to here. But like I said, I've seen these rising wedges break out a whole lot. So you might just miss a huge rally. Me personally, I'm okay with it. You got to figure out if you're okay with it. But yeah. AI potentially about to go stupid on earnings like PLTR. I think so too, but I don't like playing earnings. This is, bro. Who remembers? Yeah, this is massively bullish. There's no way I would be shorting AI. This is a $188 stock. All right. And if you were scared to buy on this dip right here, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. I wasn't paying attention to AI. But if you're scared to buy some long-term contracts on this dip right here, it even faked you out a little bit. Then yeah, I wouldn't be buying it up here. Airbnb. We already looked at Crowd. If you want to know what's happening with Crowd, just tune into the Twitter. It looks exactly like Nvidia. Airbnb looks absolutely amazing. Amazing, okay? Amazing. And you know what's funny? We've seen these exact same setups. Okay? If you look at charts enough, if you tune into these live streams enough, you've seen this exact same setup right? And when we see this exact same setup, it's usually way up here. Like that's when a lot of people start talking about it. It's way up here. And I always tell you guys, what were you doing when it was down here? What were you doing when it actually was a good time to be buying it and you're not FOMOing in? Airbnb, if you get in right now, you're not FOMOing in at all. You're actually buying at when you should have been buying AI, when you should have been buying what was the other stock? PLTR. When you should have been buying those stocks, look. Bro. It looks like this is where Airbnb is, okay? Airbnb is right here. Now, the only thing Airbnb doesn't have, like that PLTR and AI and that AI don't have, is that it isn't really with the sentiment. But Airbnb is important because I don't know if you guys remember, I made a whole TikTok video about it, but I was telling you guys that travel stocks are going to pop off. You've seen it with UAL. UAL has been going absolutely crazy. We've been talking about this one, and UAL will continue to go crazy. But passport applications are at an all-time high. Okay, so a lot of people are traveling. A lot of people are going to be using Airbnbs. So I think Airbnb is bullish. But like I said, Airbnb follows a lot of what's happening with the tech, etc. And if we do get a small pullback or a pullback, Airbnb will feel that pullback. So I am a bit more cautious for it. But you can't ignore this amazing buying. You can't ignore this amazing setup that it has. Okay, so if I was looking at Airbnb, I take the measure move. The measure move takes me back to around 168. Okay, let me just show you, make sure you guys know. Take from the swing high to swing low. Well, it really takes you about 180. 180. So if I was looking at Airbnb, I would definitely be looking at far out contracts. You do have even a lot of bull divergence that's happening on the daily time frame. So I do like it. I like Airbnb. This is, like I said, this is when you want to be looking to get into stuff. And I know it's like, yo, like what if I'm wrong? Like what if like this is where it actually starts falling, and like some of you guys don't get confidence until you see the move play out in front of your eyes. But by then it's too late. It's too late. So I would encourage you guys to look for setups that haven't made their move. And this is a prime example. It really is a prime example. And I like this one. So whoever said Airbnb, I like it. I do like it. Now, the only thing is I like Unity and QCOM a bit more because it fits with the sentiment of, metaverse and the next generation of technology. And Airbnb, it doesn't really have that same sentiment and same hype around it. But it does look like it looked good. It looked good. I like it. How far should Airbnb options be? I'm not gonna answer that one because, like I said, I like it. Like it is good, but I'm not gonna. I'm not. I'm not that confident. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was, really confident, I would tell you the exact contract. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's something you got to figure out. But oil is done. Oil is done. I told you guys that back over here. Oil is done in my opinion. I don't think we see another high in oil, especially if it continues to make these, like it's made a lower high for the entire year. This has never made a higher high since it's made its high of the year, or all-time high, which was 190. Ever since then, the all-time high was in November. It made a lower high in January, and it made another lower high in April. So I actually anticipate CVS to continue to make its way downwards and continue to fall. I don't think it's bullish. You do have some bull divergence right here, though, but I don't think that's going to play out. I would only be bullish on CVX is if it starts going back above right here, 162, etc. Because then it could possibly be a double bottom, but I just don't see that happening. I'm going to go with the bear side on CVX, not bullish on it. If I'm wrong, you guys come in here and tell me something. But yeah, the trend is down. The trend is down. Like, look what's been happening. Yeah, look what's been happening. Let me see if we get a bearish crossover on a weekly time frame. Yeah. I can't be bullish on this until the yellow line crosses back above the red line and you get something like that. The yellow line crossed back above. Because what you have is a bearish EMA crossover. Happened right here. You had a bullish one right here. Went crazy. And then, you know, you had some chop, which I wouldn't really even count. And then, yeah. Bullish crossover. So I would wait for a cross. It looks bearish, okay? There's no way I would be buying calls for CVX. All right. Bearish on it. Bearish, bearish, bearish. Don't like it. Wouldn't buy calls. This could actually be a decent short. Especially if the market turns around. This is probably one of the better shorts inside of the market. I like this one. I like this one for a day trade tomorrow. I like it. Looks decent. I'm praying gold and silver. Where's John at, man? John is not showing up, man. He's done. He's done, and he's gonna owe me $100. Market's very bullish. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, man. I've been live for an hour. So hopefully I went over enough stocks to where you guys can have a good idea of what you should be looking for tomorrow. I'm gonna do a little recap of my favorite stocks that you should be paying attention to for these next couple months, which is QCOM, of course. We already, you know, you should already be cooking up on QCOM if you listened last Sunday. What was the other one? Unity looks very good. Unity is another one you should be paying attention to. Looks absolutely bullish. Fits the next generation of technology sentiment. Unity, love it. BABA, you should be looking at China overall. And if you've gotten a PDD, congratulations. If you listen to these live streams, I give you gems. PDD, I told you to get these 3, 4, 5 month out contracts when it was $64, $60, and now you see it, you know, up 19%. So China looks very good, specifically Alibaba, since Alibaba didn't have, you know, a 19% day, but PDD will continue. It's a very bullish candle. So yeah. Oh, and ARK looks absolutely amazing. Like I said, the money from the big cap stocks, they're going to trickle down to the mid cap, small caps, and ARK should be a huge benefactor of that. Okay, so ARK looks absolutely amazing. It's even at a good buying opportunity. Like I said, you always buy on these red candles. We got in Friday. They cooked up for over 30%. If you know, you know. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. If I didn't, KJ, what PDD calls did you get? Because our contracts went from $92 to $160, $160 to $170. So you must have got too far out the money, or you must have not bought at a good time. You must have bought at not a good time. But I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. If you have any other stocks you want me to look at, you got to be inside the Discord, because I'm in there 24/7 and we have so many people to look at it. And I spend time in the chat. I hang out in the chat. But yeah, and if you missed any that we went over at the beginning, if you missed any part of the live stream, come back later. Check out the YouTube. Check out the Twitter especially. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. I'll be back probably tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm in the September 115s. Yeah, 115s gotcha. 100s was probably, like I said, you don't want to get, the 100s is better. Everything is linked in the bio. We have a Memorial Day discount today. People are asking how much is the Discord. You go to the link in the bio. You put in this code WAM. Detroit. I was born in Kalamazoo. I've been to Detroit. But yeah, 50% off Memorial Day sale. Make sure you get that. Link is in the bio. Also, if you retweet this tweet, you get a possible free entry. And if you're a veteran, DM me right now, because we have a free entry for you. You the bomb. Discord be popping. Oh yeah, the Discord is absolutely amazing. Like, I just love being in the Discord. I wake up every day and go to the Discord as soon as I wake up. I just love being in there. Like, we have an awesome community. So many people in there that, man, like, I don't know. It's family at the end of the day. It sounds corny, but like, I enjoy being in there. We gotta have a meetup. The meetup is probably in August. I'm working on that. I gotta do the merch and then the meetup, and then a concept video. So those are the 3 things on the roadmap. My man, I have a hard time understanding, but I understand you well. That's funny. You be doing good on sports. We be doing good on sports. I think so. I mean, you know, my boy, he went heavy on Derek White, 2 made threes, Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, Robert Williams, Caleb, and he turned 2,000 into 13,000. I turned, where's mine at? You know, we've been going crazy, man. We do sports. The sports betting section is growing. You know, it's a new thing we put into our Discord, but we do have some hitters on there. We do hit, you know. We don't just put in random bets, etc. But yeah, anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm out. Peace. Veteran here. Yeah, DM me if you're a veteran. All right, Twitchy. I'll see you guys later. Appreciate you guys for tuning in to Twitch. Have a good one, boys. Thanks for that. Absolutely, my bud, Jeff.